Hey guys, welcome to Ogaga's Kitchen Twist. I am so excited to share one of my favorite recipe with you guys. This is called Nigerian coconut rice, aka Mama Put style. This is one of our street food. For those of you that grew up in Nigeria Delta State, you understand what I'm talking about. For those of you that are joining me for the first time, this is Ogaga's Kitchen with a twist. You're welcome. So I'll go ahead and start cooking. So I'm using fresh coconut. And if you know that you cannot go through the stress of processing the coconut milk from fresh start, you can go with already processed coconut milk. That will work. For me, I like to go with this particular brand. And I like to go with organic. When I cook my food, I like to go mainly with organic. So you have to chop the coconut into bits so that for the sake of your blender, if your blender cannot handle it, just cut it little and then blend it and it will be fine. So for every 1 cup of coconut milk, I had to measure it. You have to blend it with 2 cups of water for you to be able to get real thick coconut milk. Now you need a sieve, a sieve cloth, and a big bowl for you to be able to process your coconut milk. Now, if you what you can do to like lessen the work for you, you can actually cut your coconut and store it in the refrigerator. Like this one, I had it for like maybe 1 week plus, almost going to 2 weeks in the refrigerator. So that one actually lessened, the process for me. So what I did early morning is just to come and process the coconut milk and then start cooking. That will help as well. Or you can even get your coconut milk down, and then when you want to start cooking, just bring it out, defrost it, and then you can start cooking. So you can see how milky that is. That is how you get a very thick coconut milk, by going with 2 cups of water for 1 cup of coconut. And you have to use about 2 to 3 minutes, let's say 3 minutes, to actually blend the coconut, because you really want to blend it to the point that the coconut is smooth so that you can be able to get all the milk out of it. So next, I'll place the filter in the pot that I'm going to use to cook and just sieve it in. So for this particular recipe, you don't have to use all the coconut milk at once. Now I'm going with 8 cups of rice, and altogether I'll be using 26 cups of coconut milk. So at the beginning, right here in the pot, I have 18 cups of milk. So I'm adding my rice. What you need to do is wash your rice with cold water, because you don't want to remove any starch. You just want to wash away whatsoever preservative the rice is sprayed with. So just use cold water and wash it really clean, and then add it to the rice. And I'm cooking on medium heat. Once your rice gets to this stage, the water is almost dried out of the rice, you can come back, season with salt, and add extra 6 cups of coconut milk to it. Now the goal of this rice is, we don't want it dry, we don't want it scattered. Like I said, this is one of our street food back in Delta State. Let me give you a brief history. So there is this woman that cooks this food right there in our street. You have to wake up early, because if you stay at home, I think she leaves by maybe 6:30, 7, you will miss her. And sometimes she doesn't even get to the main road before the full big pot of coconut rice is finished, that you've missed her for that day. I said, this food tastes so good. So I added extra 6 cups of milk, coconut milk. I seasoned because I tasted it and I needed extra salt, so I added it. You don't want to put too much salt. Please always taste as you prefer. So I'm just going to stir that up, and I'm still cook on medium heat, because you don't want the rice to just be sitting down there. You want the rice to cook, and you still want the water on top. So after cooking, you come to this stage. I can't really tell you the time, but once the water is all dried from the rice, you can see how soft, how creamy this looks. I think this is second to the last stage. Just give it a stir. So I keep stirring it because I want it to be soft. tell you, I don't know, this tastes like kind of a buttery coconut creamy taste. It's something else. I think, like, I don't know how to say. You have to cook it for you to know how it feels. It tastes so good. You can see how soft it is. You can see how it looks. It looks so creamy. It looks so soft and moist. So after this stage, I'm just going to add my last 2 cups of coconut milk. If I had 4, I would have added it, but I have the last 2 cups of coconut. So altogether, I used 26 cups of coconut milk for 8 cups of rice. So if you want to go with lesser quantity of rice, what you have to do, just do the division, and then you'll be able to know the exact amount of coconut water you can use to make this food. So I cooked it. This time you have to cook on low heat. Let's say number 2 of your gas, of your cooking stove. So after some time, this is it. I think when you add the last 2 cups of water, you just have to let the water to dry up a little bit and come and stir it, and our street coconut rice is ready. This is so good. It tastes so good. I can't explain it. You have to do it yourself for you to know what I'm talking about. So that is it for the coconut rice. So I just keep stirring it. I don't know if I've said it before, because I want it to be, really soft and kind of mushy. That is how you like it. So next, I'll be doing the pepper sauce. Now I have 4 giant sizes of red bell pepper. I'm going with red bell pepper, habanero, onion, and red chili. So for the red bell pepper, I'll deseed the red bell pepper. For the habanero and the chili, we'll be blending it together with the seed. Now, if you want it really hot, when I mean really, because back then my people really want it very hot. But because of my son, I'm not going to be using too much habanero. So, but if you want it very hot, you have to add a lot of habanero to it. Or you get a ghost pepper and add ghost pepper to it. So I'll be blending. You don't need to add water, because the bell pepper has a lot of water in it, the fresh bell pepper. So you don't need water. So I added it in my food processor. I made a mistake. I added water. Forgot that the red pepper has a lot of water. So I'm not going to be blending it smoothly. I just want to crush it. That is the consistency I'm going for. This is it. That's all. So just repeat the process for the remaining red bell pepper, habanero, chili, and onion. So I added garlic and ginger. So now, depends on how much garlic you like to cook with your food and how much ginger you like to cook with your food. You can always increase it or reduce it. So for the onion, you need a giant sized onion, and then you share it into two. You use one part to fry the stew, and you blend the remaining out of it. So I actually left this footage because I want you to see what I'm doing. Because some of my video people keep complaining, oh, it's too fast, oh, we didn't understand, I had to keep taking it back. So I decided to leave this footage so you see how you can actually use your food processor to just crush your pepper, how you can cut it so that you make it easy for you. So I just decided to leave this part of the video. So this is it. I learned my lesson the first time. So the second time, no water, and see how dry it is. So you don't have to fry and fry and fry to get it taken. So mix them up. You can see how beautiful it looks. You need a lot of red bell pepper to make this if you want that color, that vibrant red color. And also, of course, don't forget, red bell pepper has a sweet taste, so it will blend with the hot taste of the habanero and the red chili. So I'm going with chicken. You can go with whichever protein you prefer, maybe goat milk, cat, oyster, cat food, pork meat. You can go with either the intestine of the cow, whatsoever you like, maybe turkey, even fish. You can go, or you can mix all, put egg. Oh my goodness, how it goes. So I added bouillon cube, I added bay leaf, coriander, and some other seasoning of which I stated on the screen. So I'm gonna add about 2 spoons of my pepper blend, my pepper mixer. That is it. So I'm gonna, why I did this, I want to use my pressure cooker to actually cook this really fast. So I did it for 15 minutes with my pressure cooker. So you can put it on the stove top and also cook the chicken too. You don't need to cook it really soft. Just cook it a little bit tender, because you're still going to add it to the stew, and the stew is going to help you finish all the cooking process. So I mixed that up very well, added it to my pressure cooker and cooked it for 15 minutes. So now you heat up a pan, add some extra virgin olive oil, the chopped onions, adding bay leaf, some curry, and ground crayfish. Just give that a good stir and allow that to fry for about 5 minutes. Then I'm adding my bouillon cube. When I say 5 minutes, including when I added the bouillon cube, so everything I just fried for about 5 minutes. So I lost that footage. I thought I recorded it. Apparently my iPad was already full. So you add your pepper mix. So I didn't use all of the pepper mix because you saw that it was a lot of bell pepper. So I shared it into 2. I added my chicken and the chicken broth to it. So I'm going to allow this to cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. Or you can simply just cook it till it looks this way. When you see the oil on top is really dry, then you know that your sauce is ready. So the last thing I'm going to be adding is my coconut milk. So I'm adding the extra. This is half cup of coconut milk, half cup of coconut milk to it, and I will just allow it to cook for a maximum of 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. Then it is ready. This tastes so good. You blend this with the coconut rice. It is something else. So I don't know how to say it. It is something else. It is so good. It's worth the effort. It's worth the money. Just go ahead and cook it and you won't regret it. So like I said, 3 to 5. And this is it. You want this beautiful color? The stew is all ready. So that is how you can come up with a beautiful hot pepper sauce for your coconut rice. This is the street way. This is the way to make it. You can add some egg. Like I said, you can use whatever protein you want. You can mix it. You can mix chicken, beef, all those things. I just didn't use beef because I'm trying to avoid eating beef a lot in my food. So I went with chicken. So our pepper sauce is ready. Oh, I can't wait to eat this. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Help me share my videos with your friends and family. So this is the most important part of the video. Jesus is coming soon. Repent from your sin. Repent from whatever sin you are still doing. I tell you, without holiness, no man can see God. Don't be deceived that you can keep living in sin and think you're going to see God. In as much as we love to feed our body, feed your soul. I tell you, don't be deceived. Hell and heaven is real. Seek Jesus today and repent from your sin. I'm grateful to all you guys that took your time to actually watch this video. Don't forget, share this video, like and subscribe. Thank you.